What's up everyone, this is Robert from SoundMind Beats and I'm back with another video. In this video, I want to do an A and B comparison from the Slate Digital METATUNE, which is a version of the Auto Tune, and then back to the more popular, well-known name as Antares AUTO TUNE. I want to go back and forth, kind of see the difference in the characteristics and the different sounds we could get. However, I want this video to be a bit different. I am not auto-tuning vocals, I'm actually auto-tuning drums. If you do not follow me on TikTok, you would know that I am on live every single day and I go over how I auto-tune my drums. This really helps me achieve a nice sharpness, especially in the transients. I like to explain it as it just takes it all and puts it into a perfect little ball. So I'm gonna go back and forth. Let's test the difference. Let's see if METATUNE holds up against auto-tune Antares. Let's get right into it. Let's play it in context first, with the auto tune engaged and just the drums. All right, we have a nice clean sound there. I'm going to bypass the auto tune now. Let's hear it in context without any auto tune. So obviously, there is a massive difference between the two. Let's do it one more time. With auto-tune. Without. All right, so we are getting a big difference if you don't hear it. Again, like if you really focus in on the transients, it just helps control them better. Everything sounds in key too, right? So that is what auto-tune is. In this one, I am using the A sharp, and it's A sharp minor. And when I set this up, this would be the window you're going to see at first. And what we'll do is we'll deal with this knob here later and we'll go over what this is. But I just have the retune speed on 20. That's actually the default. I like the way it was sounding in this one. You want to fiddle around with this. This is actually introducing how much tuning is going to take place in the signal. Then I humanized it, which kind of gave it just a more humanized feel. So you can hear the difference between the two. If it's not humanized, it just kind of has more of a, I guess, a fake sort of tone coming through. This seems to control that tone. That's why I have that on. Now this tracking knob here is for the room tone. And if you're sitting in a well-treated room, you could really increase this tracking knob up to, let's just hear how this sounds. So it really tightened up the drums, right? I had it on 50. We'll go back to that. So all of these drums were recorded in this room. It was well treated. I know that. So I'm going to turn my tracking back up. Obviously, we're getting a way better sound out of it. This is a function you really want to use your ears on. So that's going to be a big one when it comes down to this. So we will turn that back up to 3. Let's play that in context. So there you have it. And let me go over this quickly as far as like how I get everything set up. So again, this is going to be the window that you see when you initially pull up the real-time advanced auto-tune from Antares. And you're going to want to set it to instrument. Of course, we have the different functions here based on the style of singing you're going to do, but we're dealing with instruments, so we're going to select the instrument, then your key. This one happens to be an A sharp minor, so I'm going to hit A sharp minor, and then chromatic scale. This is important. Don't set it to your minor or major in this function. What we're going to do is we're going to hit advanced, and then we're going to go down here and set it. So you have set major, set minor. I have mine set to minor. So that's how I set this up for the drums. It is that basic, that easy. Again, you want to use your ear for the retune speed and the humanize, and then tracking. These all adjust the tone of the drums. So you have to do that to taste and make sure that it's fitting in the track that you're working on. But this is the settings I came up with for this one, and it happened to sound good. Let's move on to the METATUNE. Let's see the difference in the two and see if we could achieve the same sound. So, as far as the METATUNE, if you, get it to the key that you want, you just drag your mouse cursor over here. Again, this one was A sharp minor and got the minor set, so we are engaged now. Let's just hear with it just set to the key. It's doing a good job. I like it. Let's bypass. So obviously, we're hearing a big difference here. Again. Now, this one I had the retune speed set to 20. Let's hear how it sounds at 20 on this one. Bypass. So I am liking where it's sitting now. We're not getting like too much retune speed. And obviously these are drums. They don't need to be in like perfect key. But what I'm doing here is I just want to fiddle around with it to get the right tones. That's really what I'm listening for. This is kind of a unique function for METATUNE. So obviously it says sustain here. This is going to tune the tail end of the note. I don't know how much it's going to affect my drums, but let's pull this in and see what it does. Sounds like I made a pretty big difference. So I went to 60. We'll go back down to 0. Let's hear the difference. Back up to 60. What I think is going on here is it's tightening up the low end sustain, which is actually pretty cool. I didn't realize that was going to happen. So this is a really good discovery. Actually, I'm liking what I'm hearing so far. Again, if I were to try to explain what's going on here, at least in my ears, what I'm hearing is the low end sustain is being controlled a bit better. So I like what I'm getting here. Now, this right here is obviously going to be the amount of tuning you want in. So that's kind of another unique function in it. Let's go and mess around with, let's just do 50%. Let's see how that sounds. It's with, without, and without. Back in. So obviously we're getting a weird tone come in, so I'm going to bring the tune all the way back up. So I like what I'm hearing here. It absolutely is doing its job. Let's talk about these knobs down here. So this one is a note stabilizer. This is unique to METATUNE. Supposedly, it is supposed to eliminate any editors that you would use, such as the Waves Tune or Melodyne. And so I don't think we're going to need these for drums. Let's just engage it, though, see what happens. Well, that's very interesting. Let's do it without. Let's go back and do it with. I stand corrected. I actually like it with this engaged, and it seems to just control the notes better. Everything sounds cleaner, and at least the tonality of all of the drums sound natural and real to me. And that's really what I'm going for here. Now that I have my METATUNE completely set up, I have my auto-tune set up, let's go back and forth and see which one is better. So first, we're going to do Antares AUTO TUNE. Next, we're going to do METATUNE. Let's do that one more time. Go back to Antares. Back to METATUNE. Okay. I'm going to be honest. It's very hard to pick. They both definitely have unique sounds. Auto-tune sounds a bit more controlled, I would say, in the more high and lower range, and I could be a bit off, but and then METATUNE seems to bring more of the mid-range out and control that a bit better. So I think really at this point, the judgment's up to you. But like I can't really determine which one is technically better. In this instance, I think I'm going to go with the Antares AUTO TUNE. I just like the natural tonality that I'm getting out of that tune, and it really seems to control the drums the way I like it, to my taste. But METATUNE is definitely doing its job as well. So, I mean, going back and forth between the two, I'll let you be the judge. At this point, I'm going to stick with Antares. I like the sound I'm getting out of it, but here you have it. Auto-tuned drums for the METATUNE from Slate Digital or the Antares AUTO TUNE. I'm going to go with the Antares AUTO TUNE. Maybe I'm biased to this, but this is a plugin I've been using for quite some time now, and it just really gives me the sound that I want, especially when it comes to tuning my drums. But you can make the judgment here. I think they both sound good. Tonality-wise, they both have a natural tone. It's just a bit difference as far as like the shaping goes of it. But hope you like this video. Make sure you go follow me on TikTok for me going live every single morning. I go over tons of production tips. I also speak about sync licensing, which I'm involved in, and go over tons and tons of unique ways to build your business as an artist or a beat maker. I thank everybody for tapping in. Again, this is Robert from Sound Mind Beats. Until next time, peace.